has come alive here at JDA Place. The Wolverines are going to the AJHL final.
It is a special edition of HNLive today. I am Dave Dawson, and we are previewing the Alberta Junior Hockey League Championship Series, the 60th anniversary of the league, and why not have the team that's won more championships than anyone. The Calgary Canucks have 9 in league history up against the Whitecourt Wolverines, looking for their first championship and their first time back to the dance since the 2016-17 season. Calgary hasn't been to the final since 1999, and today we will be joined by a member of the Canucks. It is Ty Hipkin, as well as a member of the Whitecourt Wolverines in Travis Verbeek. And for Whitecourt, what an exciting series against the Canmore Eagles. Went the distance 7 games, and they were even down 1-0 in that contest. Came back and won 3-1 in game number 7. For the Calgary Canucks, taking care of the Drumheller Dragons in a surprising series many thought might have gone the distance. Calgary besting them in 5 games. One of those games went to overtime as well. It's Canucks and Wolverines for the 60th AJHL Championship Series, and the winner heads to Oakville, Ontario for a berth in the Centennial Cup. And now joined by Travis Verbeek of the Whitecourt Wolverines after an exciting series with the Canmore Eagles that went the distance, 7 games. Travis, appreciate you joining us this morning. From your vantage point, what was that series like against Canmore?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Dave. Obviously, it wasn't the series that we expected to go 7. Canmore put up a good fight there, but we just stuck to our game plan and battled it out, and we're a pretty good team at home, and we knew that, and having home ice advantage was a huge factor in that series. So we just like playing at home, and it helped us out in the long run.
For sure. Canmore certainly surprising people this year. Maybe one more about them. Up in that game as well. They scoring first. A scrappy group. Is that kind of maybe how you would have described that series?
Yeah, obviously we knew they're a team that tries to get under your skin in that, and we just tried to play our game and stay out of their stuff. And yeah, we just stuck to our game plan.
What's the playoffs been like for your program overall? I mean, you've had a tremendous playoff as well. How would you just describe the journey for the Whitecourt Wolverines since finishing the regular season on top?
Yeah, obviously finishing in first place, there's a little bit of pressure that comes along with that, but with that pressure comes privilege. And as a group, we just stick to our game plan, obviously, and hopefully, like, we can make it to May here and make the finals. Pretty good run here.
Yeah, 8 goals in the playoffs for you, Travis. Is there something about this playoff push that has elevated your game to the next level?
Yeah, obviously, I like to try and help the team win, but just sticking to the game plan, obviously, like with Marty and Bryson as our coaches, they put a game plan in place, and we just try to stay to that.
There's a lot to be said about Sean Martin. I know him well personally, and of course, the 2-time reigning AJHL Coach of the Year. What's it like to be coached by a guy who's got that much accolades, and how does he make your group stronger when you hit the ice surface?
Yeah, obviously winning Coach of the Year, that's a huge honor for him, and obviously just playing for Marty, he brings out the best of every player, and he knows what to do. So yeah.
Well, Travis, late in the season, Charette goes down with an injury, and you guys, still able to recover and pushed right to the AJHL finals. What does that say just about your group and how you're able to fight through all kinds of adversity?
Yeah, that just speaks on the depth of our team. Obviously, Ben Charette was an awesome goalie, and we had some guys step up in place of that. And I think we're so much depth here that we just keep rolling.
Yeah, and you're taking on a Calgary Canucks group that, they finished 3rd in the league standings this year, and you guys have battled them well head-to-head. Every team, every game won on home ice. What is it about Calgary specifically as an opponent that you have to do well in order to come out strong against them?
Yeah, obviously they're a really highly skilled team, and I think that if we come out and play physical and use our speed to our advantage, I think we'll be all right.
Travis, in your second year in the AJHL, on to your third group. From you ask anybody around the league, that having Travis Verbeek on their group makes them a better team. What has the experience been like for you since joining the AJHL, and how has it made you a better player?
Yeah, since joining the AJHL, first game I thought it was a super fast league and physical. I was just trying to adapt to that at the beginning, so I kind of struggled last year with that. But coming back this year with a little bit of experience helped me a lot.
Okay, well, you The fan base in Whitecourt, obviously, I've lived there. We've had Sean Martin on, talked about what's it like to play in front of that group. How special would that be to bring home a championship for Whitecourt this year?
Yeah, the fans are awesome here. It means so much to them and the community just to bring back a championship. So hopefully we can do that for them.
Travis, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for doing this. Best of luck in the finals.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
For the first time in 25 years, the Calgary Canucks are headed to the AJHL championship.
And now joined by Ty Hipkin of the Calgary Canucks to set things up for the AJHL championship. Ty, thanks for making time for us today. And what an exciting series that was against Drumheller. And why don't you just walk us back through how that all went?
Yeah, it was a really hard series. That rink is really hard to play in, so I'm glad that we got to steal a game on the road and close it out at home. We've been really good at home, so it was nice to have home ice advantage, especially against that team. And to make it that quick of a series was kind of a shock, but more than happy to be here. So really nice to get through that.
Yeah, a bit of a crazy series that had an overtime game that had some chaos to it overall. What were some of the emotions like going through that one?
That was a real roller coaster, especially we kind of get some puck luck and you think it's over, and then all of a sudden you get a second chance, and we capitalize on that second chance. So lots of highs, lots of lows, but glad that we got through it.
Ty, you got the first goal of the series, including the first goal in the final game of the series. 4 goals for you in that series against Drumheller. Maybe just personally for you, how much do you welcome those moments to raise your game when the game's on the line like that?
I gotta give credit to my teammates too. I think everybody kind of rise to the challenge there. We all knew how important every single game is, and I think everybody has stepped up their game, and I hope that we can keep stepping up our games into the finals here.
Yeah, obviously an exciting one against Whitecourt. Maybe overall, just the journey so far in the playoffs, the wide open seed or a wide open field this year, so to speak. What was the journey like? Maybe let's just begin with Grand Prairie, and obviously you talked about going through Drumheller.
Well, went from a lot of travel with Grand Prairie, so got used to the bus, but got a lot closer to everybody. You're sitting in an enclosed space for 16 hours in 2 days, so lots of time to hang out with everybody. And I think just being able to go up to Grand Prairie and finish that series on the road gave us a lot of confidence going forward, and not just we're a home team, being able to win on the road and bringing that into Drumheller and being able to win game 4 there so that we could close it out at home. So I think we're learning a lot as we go on, and I think we're going to bring that into this series too.
Yeah, how much did that maybe benefit you overall, having that long travel early on in, not that you didn't see a lot of each other during the regular season as a group, but, maybe using that to your advantage? What did you guys do to bond and those kinds of things early on against GP?
I think you have to be close with your teammates. You want to go to war with them. So I think that travel kind of helped us get a little bit closer, spending a lot of time with each other, away from our families, away from our other friends, away from the rink. And I think that travel to Grand Prairie has now set us up in a good spot. So now we have to travel again to Whitecourt, but we know how to deal with that going into game 1, get the bus legs out, have a good road game. And then, they have to do the same exact travel on the way back, and hopefully we can capitalize on it.
Ty, what was that Whitecourt series like from a viewer vantage point to know that you're playing one of those teams? That series just back and forth, including Canmore being up late in game 7 as well.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch other teams play. So I know that they make it exciting. So I know that we're going to have an exciting series here, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you look at Whitecourt, obviously 4 games this year against them. You haven't played them since mid-Feb, split the season series, all on home ice. Not that you can compare regular season to playoffs, but do you take anything from those games and the matchups against your opponent?
I think you take little tendencies. Like we kind of know how they play, but we know that everything's going to be harder and you have to earn everything a little bit more in playoffs. So I think knowing that the home team has won every game in the season series, I think that just prepares us to know going into Whitecourt game 1 and 2 how hard it's going to be and how well we have to play to steal a game or two there.
Not that it's been obviously this year with the interlock, no more North and South Division. Are you expecting more of a heavier game from Whitecourt? That was always the identity, so to speak, right, of those northern teams, is it's heavier. Is that what you're expecting? You guys open to that challenge?
Yeah, I started in the North in my first year, so I absolutely think that's a reputation that's earned from the North, that it's a little bit harder, a little bit tighter, maybe a little, not more dirty, but a little bit more stick work. So I think that's something that everyone's expecting as we go up to Whitecourt. They play a super tight game, don't give up a lot, so we have to make our chances earned and capitalize on our chances. So I think we can expect that going into Whitecourt, a physical game and lots of contact.
Final one for you, Ty. What does the ability to play in the AJHL provide an opportunity for you, and how has it made you a better player?
Well, I've always wanted to further my education, and I think that playing in this league has given me a really good shot at that. I think that we have great viewership from upper leagues, and being able to move on, whether that's Division 3, Division 1, anything. I think that people want to watch our hockey because it's good hockey, and I think that gives me a really good shot to move on to next year.
All right. Well, one final one for you, Ty. I appreciate your time today. What's one thing that yourself, maybe your group, has to do at an elite level to get an advantage against the Wolverines?
We love to play with the puck, so I would say we have to have elite puck possession and not give it away, no turnovers, limit those, and really control the play with our speed.
Ty Hipkin of the Calgary Canucks, first time back to the final since the team since 1999. Maybe they're going to party like 1999 this year. Appreciate your time, Ty.
Thank you.